Oh, okay.
Okay, big guy. Okay.
So
I got a set of gloves. Step a little bit closer so I can slap you across the cheek.
I'm good.
that's all right.
We can settle that out back. I'll lend you a weapon.
Nah, 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 nah. Nah.
No, 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 no. Okay, let's do this. Last session, you guys had done it. You had done the impossible. You had been pushed forward through time, sent to an apocalyptic future, and then found your way through that future, the apocalypse of the future, made good with no small part to the help of many heroes who waited a very long time for the opportunity, sent back in time, stopped Kronos in his track, to my complete surprise, sent Atlas right back to where he belongs on the world pillar, and saved the day. The war is that the Titans are on their back heel. All that is left to be done now is to defeat a certain Lord of Time, a God of Time, Kronos. It seems that despite his powers over time, there's only so much he can do in the face of adventurers as potent and as powerful as you. So he returned to Mount Olympus, learned that the other gods had gone to the underworld to aid Hades in the defeat of the deity of mortality, the Titan Ippitus, who was, as usual, another two-pronged assault attack from Kronos. And you guys had been victorious and now find yourselves on a somewhat empty Mount Olympus for the time being. That is where we'll pick up the game today. Um, you guys know that, the end of this war is near, that Kronos is on his back foot. He has one last Titan who is probably being defeated as we speak. The end is near to the war. Final preparations need to be made.
Okay.
Final words need to be said. So let's get to those. As you all walk out of the throne room of Zeus, um, victorious all and celebrations sure to come. Is there anything anyone would like to do? What happens with all of you?
Um, I'm just gonna go kind of hang out with Ian Warren and Valerie.
Okay. Yeah, you go over and see them. Uh, and I guess, yeah, while you're all standing there, Ian Warren will say, so, I was traveling through time.
It felt longer than it was.
Uh, I
Felt, sh-
imagine that's the least of things, but
I guess it was shorter. Felt shorter than it was, I guess.
hmm. Well, I don't know much about time travel. That sounds like a nail on the head situation.
Oh yeah. Um, and as you could probably tell, I've changed a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah. How
Valerie goes like, are you like, is this like a birds and the bees thing?
uh uh Ryan, what's one way could show off how I'm now a bit more godly?
How would you wish to? You're new to this God thing, you've seen the powers of gods. What do you think? What would Alicia think would be a good way to express that?
Um,
You could like turn into like a bird or something and go sleep with a human. That's kind of a God thing to do.
well, I don't know how to explain. I'll just kind of say it. I don't know how to explain it to all of you, to you two, but it's to show it. I'll just say it. I'm a god now.
Because Emor goes, oh, I well actually that explains a lot. Um, Valerie's like, hmm.
Yeah.
Valerie goes, you you have changed. You're a god now? You did the thing that they all did?
Yeah. What you need to understand is that uh we went to the future, everything was terrible. Oh my God, there was almost like no nature there. There was just giant stone towers everywhere. Everything was stone and metal, and it was just awful. Awful. There were barely any trees anywhere. It was awful, and just kind of go on this rant about how terrible it was, but without like revealing who I got this from. And
Right.
I base and so basically it kind of came down to this choice, guys, where I I could use this power to help protect the lands of Gaia from being destroyed, but I would have to kind of give up being one of you fully. And I chose to like protect you all, even if I wasn't really one of you anymore.
You see that like a dour look comes over Valerie. Um, you get a sense Ian Warren might have pretty much, he looks similarly, and um, Ian Warren will come up to you and put a hand on your shoulder, uh, and he'll say, "While this may be true, Alicia, you've I've no doubt that you'll be remembered in the lands of Gaia with great respect, and your sacrifice feels hard to live up to."
That's the thing. I Ian won the night before I made my choice. I mean, I was gonna get drunk like I usually do, but it's like there was like no alcohol anywhere, and so I just stayed in my room and meditated like you and Maeve always told me to do. And I just sat there and I talked to Gaia basically. And I felt being connected to everything. And she assured me that even though I've will change and have changed, I'm still one of her children.
Well, the gods, many of the gods, are the grandchildren of Gaia. And I think the one thing we need to remember is that all things come from Gaia. Titans, gods, druids, we all come from her. So we're all the children of Gaia, no matter how sparkly your complexion becomes. So know that you got time on your side now, surely. You're going to be around long after me and Valerie aren't around. And more to that point, we've just set up this alliance with the gods, and it is what it is. But if things go well with the druids, then maybe that deal changes, and maybe you may be allowed entrance once more into the lands of Gaia one day.
I'm not able to answer right now, am I?
Uh, well, not with the deal that we had made. No.
Well, deals can be adjusted over time with trust, of course.
Of course. Of
It's,
course.
it's
We'll have to
not
see
like
how things go. We'll have to see how people in the lands of Gaia feel about everything. But one day it might be open to you again. Uh, it seems you made your way into this decision with your eyes open. And regardless, that will afford you respect amongst our people, Alicia.
I know. Um, I know I don't recall it off the top of my head, but the exact details of the deal exactly. But when if Maeve comes here, I would like to explain everything that's happened myself to her.
The druids are allowed to come into the lands of God, or allowed to come into Greece. I will surely pass the message along to her for you. Ma'am, no doubt she'll want to come and meet with you.
Yeah, just for now, tell her that things have changed and I've changed too, even though I really haven't in some ways. And it's
Hmm.
best if I explained it to her properly.
I'll tell her for you.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hmm. I wonder what to do next. He looks at Valerie, who's just like been taking in everything. She kind of like again like looks at Ian Warren with like kind of a low look, and he says, "We set out what we meant to do from the lands of Gaia, didn't we? Came here, helped demi-thoughts with their needs on Mount Olympus. We've mended old bonds with the gods. We have our own liaison, shall we call it, with Gyasi, and now we have one of our own to sit here on this high mountain. Perhaps it'd be time that we be getting back and explaining things to people."
Is Valley allowed to leave now?
Valerie goes, no, he said I actually I don't know. Can I leave? And looks at Ian Warren, and Ian Warren says, I believe it was stipulated by the goddess Hera that the curse and whatnot be taken off of you um, as part of the deal. Uh, I don't think she needs to stay here, but you, Alicia, you as part of the deal, you had to stay here until the war was done, which is going to happen anyway. So I don't think we need to stay. But well, I'm not I'm not in charge of anybody. I think I at least should be getting back to tell people about what's happened.
Well, and she just gives him a hug.
Gives a hug, says, I'm not gonna leave immediately. Give it a day or two, but should be heading back soon. Of
Okay. I might need some help, advice on some things.
course. Of course. You got
Right.
your you did druids get sending, right?
Hold on. Let me double check.
Or either way, doesn't matter. He'll say, "Oh, you have Gyasi at your side, so if you need to get in touch with us, you've got means of doing so."
Yeah. Yeah. True. I do.
No, that's not for druids.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, just realized that. Shit. Um, I will
Animal
say
messenger.
Cross the plains, down
hmm
you.
pretty powerful animal. I will yeah, I give him a nod. I give a very nod and I will ask to excuse myself. I'm gonna try to be alone right now, maybe off Mount Olympus and try to reconnect with Gaia. See if I
Sure.
can't do that.
Yeah, you nod and you leave, and you'll work your way down to the mortal plane, and we'll pick up with you in a little bit.
Okay.
But Alicia sort of walks away, um, and you guys have all heard this conversation. It sounds like just like kind of from afar. And you see the two archdruids, Valerie and Enamorn, look like a little crestfallen that they've lost one of their archdruids, who was so valiantly sacrificed themselves for the cause. But nonetheless, it's still a sacrifice.
Hmm.
Um, Enamorn will smile at all of you and say, well, thank you all for what sounds like a great deal of trouble we went through to come back and save our butts. So, uh, thank you very much.
Y'all are very welcome.
Hmm.
That that said, I can see that Alicia is troubled, and both of you are troubled to one degree or another. As someone who took something that wasn't necessarily offered, let me proffer the following. None of you have lost anything. What has been gained is a conduit, a opportunity for Gaia to have a stronger direct disciple, a an active voice. If she were to fully awaken, all of all of that she has fostered would come to an end. That means that as bountiful and strong as her place and presence is, to which you both can very easily attest, she doesn't have a conduit at the same at the same level of authority. He does now.
You are right about
It
that.
it was a choice that needed to be made in the moment, and there was there was a lot of soul searching to be had. But ultimately, it's what allowed us to set something in that twisted reality back to right, or at least on the path to right, and allowed us to return here, hopefully to amend that potential future. It's going to take time to adjust, and for you folks, for Alicia, even for myself, it's new territory. And how how you adapt to that is is a function of your outlook. If you if you see it as a sacrifice and a loss, it will be a sacrifice and a loss. If you see it as an opportunity to affect change over the status quo, to build a stronger and newer relationship, then perhaps it's not a loss at all, but just change, just growth. And there's nothing wrong with a little growth, or so I've been led to believe.
Hmm.
Mm.
You're right. You're right on all accounts. There will be sorrow for the loss of someone who has led us well for a long time. But we druids know a lot about cycles, about life and death coming and going. And this is just another one of those times. We'll be all right.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
And she'll be all right, I'm sure, because she's got someone as wise and long-sighted as yourself to keep an eye on her, I think.
Well, I don't know about wisdom. That's more the providence of some of the other members of the Pantheon, but this particular space of bridging that gap, I have set stakes into as mine. Limits and everything in a place is my dedication. And I think there is a similar space that if she recognizes the opportunity that Alicia might well grow into as the, I don't want to say the embodiment of, but the voice for, the hand for Gaia, in addition to the druids. Uh, Something that can help bind both the mortal realm and the realms of Olympus and Gaia more strongly together.
And I think that's what
But
we need. So it'll I got you, I got Alicia. I think Gaia's finding her way strangely onto this mountain. For a sleeping entity, I get a sense that she had a plan, maybe. Who knows?
Hmm. On the same vein of all this growth and meandering conversation, I got a one-time invite from Hercules to drink tonight. So I would love to invite both of you.
Well,
Here, here. Oh, whoop. Jumps up on your shoulders.
Uppies.
No, I just leap up.
yeah, you just leap up.
Oh, Sunday
Make
knows.
make me a persuasion check, Ouroboros. You may do it at advantage per Silenos' aid. His revelrous aid.
Holy fuck. How does a 19 do?
Does just fine. Uh, Ian Warren sort of chuckles and goes, "Well, I suppose it would be rude to say no." And he seems,
It would.
yeah, and you and him seem very strong. You know, so people we don't want to disappoint. So
This is true.
suppose that we might as well take this little event that's occurred and make it into a celebration.
That's a spirit. Jumps down and gives him a wineskin.
He goes, "Oh, right, oh, like right now, right? Oh, okay, oh,
Yeah, come
all
on.
right, okay." Here's, and he'll like take some wine and be like, "Oh, it was pretty good." And yeah, you guys can all start meandering towards a direction more in Dionysus's side of the world, perhaps.
Hmm.
Thanos definitely takes everyone on a scenic route.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this way. I promise. I know a better way. We end
Why
up
are you
like
leading us off the
halfway
mountain,
up. We
Silenos?
end up like walking halfway up a cliff. I'm like, everyone okay?
Everyone's
I
like,
don't.
hi.
Are we even in Greece anymore? What the fuck is this?
Here, I'll help. Kicks you off the mountain. Comes. But yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go drink.
Darth Maul.
Kratos fall.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys head in those directions. Incredible. Sweet. Is there anything for you, Thalia, that you want to get up to, or you want to join the party?
No, there's nothing in particular. So yeah, I guess I'll join the party.
All right, join the party. We'll go find our way down there. Let's go. Let's go find those people. Swing yourselves around. Oh God. Oh God. Here we go. You're not here. Go away. All right, you find your way to Hercules' abode. He seems to have wrangled for himself a couple of bards that might, or probably like satyrs or whatnot, that look a little like intimidated that they're here. Or like we're intimidated into being here. Either way, you're not sure. Um, and they play a little music. They play some flutes. Let's put on a little. Let's get a little more flute. Let's get a little less dire. Yeah, they play some strings, play some flutes. Hercules is standing around. He's got a goblet. Um, his wife is there. He's got like his arm around his wife, and he's like, "Ouroboros, you made it. Starting to think you chickened out."
I never fall away from a challenge, except when
Uh,
Silenos kicked me off the cliff like 20 minutes ago.
yeah, what took you all so long? I mean, you climbed the mountain in 20 minutes. That's pretty impressive.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, but we're here. Not all of us are queer, and we're ready to party.
I have no idea what that means. And he'll
We're
shoes you.
thirsty.
I stole some casks from Dionysus's place. Let's get to it. And like yeah, you guys can start like going to town a little bit. Um, and yeah, and you know the alcohol is good. It's from Dionysus, so it's like very fine wines. And I think Valerie's a little off to the side, looking a little, I don't know, like not herself. Ian Warren is probably like there with you, Ouroboros. Like he's not a very strong guy, but he is a tall guy. So he's kind of one of the
Hmm.
big guys. And Salanos here there, and he's like, he's putting, you guys are having all a good time. Um, let's see here. At one point, Hercules is like, you guys are chatting, and Hercules like catches you and Silenos alone. He goes, "So listen, there's some things you got to understand about being a god that they don't tell you when they make you a god, right?"
Sanos
Right.
puts his arm around both their shoulders. We all get really close, like you do when you're drunk. Okay.
Silenos' legs are like hanging down.
Yeah, fully. Okay.
I goes, "Okay. First thing is where is he?" And he like looks around, sees like Ian Warren off to the side, like talking to somebody. He goes, "Okay, so here's the thing. You gotta understand. We gods, when we, get a little rowdy, the best drink to have is more ambrosia. It's the best. It's delicious. It gets you over intoxicated. Because you're already a god. You can't become more god once you're a god. You're already at the peak. So the gods, we like to just like drink ambrosia by the goblet. We've kept it on the down low because you guys have been around a lot, but now that you're gods, You could have some proper drinks.
So there's no repercussions from drinking more?
Well, there is if you give it to a mortal. Yeah, you
I
gotta
like
get
look
pissed off.
around. I pull everyone in closer. I like point my head to Ouroboros. His dad won't get mad, will he?
Nah, his dad won't get mad.
Your dad.
Oh, okay.
We have the same dad.
Yeah, we're.
Okay. Sorry.
Can't you see the
Willie?
resemblance?
Yeah. The son of Zeus. The most famous son of Zeus. They'll like punch your arm
Well,
Ouroboros.
yeah.
The most famous, the, the best son of Zeus.
Okay,
I
you
just
son
like
of a bitch.
gently cong their heads together. Okay, where can we get some?
And that's the second thing. You know, my wife over there, Hebe, she's the cupbearer of Olympus.
Ah, so you can get
Yeah.
anytime you want.
Yeah, Dad set me up because, you know, I'm his favorite, of course.
Right.
I was like, hey, Hebe, yeah, we'll take let's put some caps on, like brown bag it a little bit for the mortals. And, and he'll yeah, and he will like bring over some chalices and like it's very like she's like
It's like a
making sure
flask
like
at a no drinking party.
Valerie and Hebe and the satyrs aren't there and like yeah, it's like it's basically like a jug. And she's like they're passing it around like it's the secret sauce at the party that you're supposed to be drinking. He goes, you know, none of the other gods are around, so I can't get too much trouble as long as you don't tell on me.
I don't know. Would
God of Fellowship. You know we're down. And Silence will
Ah!
go to take it.
And yeah, and he'll like take a little chug and he'll hand it around. And it is the most divine nectar of the gods. It's delicious to taste and it makes you feel, it gives you that, like when you became a god, um, like your body like was like racked with pain. And as you drink it this time, it's the same experience, but not with the pain and the like falling over, keeling over. It's like you find that like divine feeling that like flood of like power and energy all up and down your arms and you just feel yourselves like inflate with like godly prowess and it like takes you back to that moment but in like a more glorious more empowering light and it is intoxicating.
Hmm. You weren't fucking lying. Whew.
And Silenos stealth some into a cup of his own and bring some for Thalia and Giassi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
like,
I
you
don't
just,
like
do it
yeah,
and, like,
no, but
Hercules
he
is
got
like
yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah, and he'll bring Thalia a glass of wine, a drink befitting of the goddess. Thank you for protecting us all.
She'll accept it.
Yeah, and then he'll go and cheers Giassi, give him a drink, assuming he would take it.
Yeah, I'll actually drink it for me.
Awesome.
Because why
Yeah,
wouldn't I?
Yeah, and we'll get some.
Why
We'll
wouldn't
get
you?
some. We'll get some.
This time, I accept it in the manner in which it was offered.
Yeah. Silenos will just make his way around, got a fellowship, get a drink for everyone, and yeah.
Yeah, make sure everybody's happy, everybody's enjoying themselves. Hercules is like he's like a little because like I think that's part of it is like it's not intoxicating like wine is where you get like dizzy and like loss of inhibitions. I think it's more like you just like when you drink it, you just feel like invincible. You feel like powerful and strong. So it's the same loss of inhibitions, but in like a like big confidence, enthusiasm, let's go do shit kind of way. And Hercules is like, okay, so you maybe heard my labors where I dipped my arrows in the blood of the Hydra, and they're able to. I get them mixed up sometimes. But the point is, I'm well known for my archery. You think I could beat your satyr friend in an archery contest?
Is there any like dim? Is it nighttime?
We'll say it's getting to be late day. We'll say it's like evening.
Dim
The
light.
sky's turning red.
Dim light. As soon as Silenos hears that,
sure.
he shadow steps right behind Hercules. So
Okay.
he teleports from the shadow from wherever he was in the party and just instantly appears behind Hercules.
Okay.
A challenge, brother?
He goes, ah! And he turns around and punches you.
I'll do a dex saving throw to dodge it.
It's gonna
Off the bat.
it's gonna
Blasting off
yeah,
again.
yeah. It's gonna be an attack roll, actually. Oh, where's my stat block for him? What the fuck? Hang on.
You think I need a step block?
Yeah, I think I need it. I'm a fucking god. If Zeus needs a stat block, he needs a stat block. Where is it? Okay, there it is. He turns around. He attacks. He rolls. Where is your punch? There it is. He rolls like a 24. Does that hit?
Patient defense, dodge action, roll one more time, disadvantage. Is that
You
allowed?
can't do that in the middle
Not,
of an
okay, not
attack.
okay. Cool. Okay, sure, yeah, that hits. Sure.
Let me see here.
Yeah, I appeared in front of my brother to get punched in the face.
You surprised him.
I can't be surprised.
He surprised him. No, that's gonna be 18 bludgeoning damage as he just boom. You're a god, so it doesn't hurt too much, but like
Cool. A
you know,
challenge?
oh shit, sorry. For the archery. Looks at you, Ouroboros. Think I could take it. Think I could do it? Huh? Yeah, think so. Yeah, all right, you're on. Let's do it. Let's do a little longbow, huh?
I just set this motherfucker up.
Yeah, you did.
I'll kind of like look at Silenos out the corner
I
of my
just
eye.
give him like a very gracious, like, yeah, thank you nod.
I'll be like,
Name the challenge.
you said archery.
What? Yeah.
Archery.
Right.
Got that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Whichever one of us can hit the sun first wins.
Okay. Yeah, if it's like a 3, 2, 1 go type deal, as we do.
You go first. You go first.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, as we go, I'll 4th level Guardian of Nature, just kind of have this darkness pour out of me. Sharpshooter, I'll take a shot.
Okay, sharpshooter, make me an attack roll at the sun. It's a pretty big target. I'll say because it's a little bright, we'll call it, or well, you don't even use your eyes. So yeah, have advantage. Go ahead and roll an advantage. Take a -5 to it.
That's gonna be 26 to hit.
26, you disappears in the sun. It's pretty good.
See? Your turn, brother. Perhaps you can show me.
Let me just go get my longbow. It's inside. And he'll walk away. He goes inside his house and hangs out in there, and it's about 5-10 minutes.
While he's in there, I'll like
Yeah.
kind of look over to Silenos. I'm like, how close is the sun?
I can shoot far, but I don't quite know.
I mean, it's like right there. I mean, like I can
I
cover it
always
up with my
feel
hand.
like I'm getting closer, but then it moves.
Dude,
Let me try again.
sometimes when I'm walking,
Yeah. Disappears. Hercules comes out like 20 minutes later with fucking huge longbow.
oh shit,
Like
fucking
over his
warbow.
shoulder.
Yo, yo.
Oh yeah, fucking humongous warbow. Over his shoulder. He goes, all right, I'm gonna take my shot. He looks up at the sun. I'm gonna take it in about 10 minutes. Yeah, about 10 minutes. It'll be perfect. Perfect conditions.
Hmm.
Yep. So let's have a drink first.
Whatever you need.
All right. Whatever I need. All right. Let's have a drink. And he'll drink with you guys for about 10 minutes, and the sun begins to set. He goes, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till it's right on the horizon. You gotta wait. And then like it crests the horizon and it disappears. He goes, okay, I'm ready to take my shot. He says, follow me, follow me. And he walks you guys like across Olympus
Okay.
and he went to the other side of the mountain. And he walks up to like Apollo's like house and he has like an arrow knocked. He like waits around. The doors open, Apollo walks out and he's like, oh, feels good to have this guy. And fucking Hercules shoots Apollo.
Can I stomach strike Hercules as he does and then run?
Yeah, or
It
Boros
won't, there's
like
no
tries
way
to
it'll
like
work.
tries to like grab his shoulder. No, no. The fuck are you doing?
I think he gets the action off. Unless you have a reaction
No,
attack
no,
that
no,
you
it's
can
fine,
do.
it's fine, it's fine. I could
He-
catch the arrow, but I'll let him do it. I'll let him shoot.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, I'll roll an attack roll, because you do have missile snaring as a reaction. Why don't we say, make me a dexterity saving throw to catch the arrow before it gets to, like, basically try and catch it out of the air before it gets to Apollo. It'll be versus his attack roll. He rolled pretty good on the attack
I
roll.
rolled pretty bad. Yo, do I use? No, it's okay. 18.
Okay, he rolled a 27.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, you try and grab it, but it like you're used to grabbing it as it's coming at you.
Standing in the
And-
middle, I just.
Yeah, and it like hits Apollo and like kind of bounces off of his arm. It's just like a normal arrow, and he's a god.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what the fuck? And Hercules like, ha I won. And Apollo's like, fucking this shit again? Hercules, you said you'd stop doing this. And he goes,
He's done this
I'll be
before.
right-" He's like, I'll be right back. And Apollo goes inside. He comes out with like just like golden bow of the
flaming
sun.
bow.
Hercules is like, oh fuck! And he like turns.
Oh shit!
Yeah, basically. Like rays of sunlight. And Hercules is, oh fuck! And you three go running away as
Yeah, that's
Apollo
funny.
shoots at your feet.
Yeah. Salas just continues to get more smashed with the lads, doing more of those shenanigans, and then enjoys a night on Olympus.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Oh boy, all right. What is anyone else up to? Is there anything that you'd like to get up to, Thalia? Nope. Okay. Gotcha. What about you, Gyasi? You hanging out with the lads?
I'm enjoying the Keystone Cop caper. It's interesting to watch.
Oh, gotcha. You're just kind of watching the whole scenes play out. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, and we'll say the night goes on with more raucous. The sun is set, night takes, the music is played long into the night. The ambrosia is drank pretty early on. And I think Apollo joins you guys after a little while and celebrates as well. And yeah, eventually the night comes to a close, and you all find your ways to your various sleeping arrangements. Fantastic. Okay. You will all get a long rest. You've had a long day. There's been a lot of brawling, a lot of fighting, and all that's done now. You were successful. Alicia, you fall asleep in some Some under some big tree out in the wilds, deep in the wilds, perhaps, of Greece. Yeah.
Hmm. Um, while everyone is partying, I guess I was trying to like meditate and get and reconnect with Gaia, I believe.
Okay, sure. You make me are you proficient with religion?
With with religion,
Are you?
with religion,
Are you proficient with it?
no.
No, okay. Make me a wisdom check.
Okay,
Song makes me want to do a jig.
yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, okay, okay, religion check, here we go.
Just make me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check, okay, here we go. 18.
18. You, similar as before, you meditate for some unknown period of time and you find your way much easier now, not like traveling through some um, difficult, uh, tiny vein of nature, but this time, very much like just like allowing yourself to sort of go limp in the rapids of nature. The wild roots and trees and life pull you deep within the earth, and once more you find a similar place that's sort of almost like the core of the world, the heart of Gaia herself, except this time it is not just like a handful of truly well-formed vines, but there are many. There are many, many vines. Some are straight and as arrow, some are complex root systems, and all of them stretch deep into her heart and wrap around it. And you find yourself in a time where her heart is bound by those who gain power from her, and she from them. So you enter into the heart once more. You feel your consciousness there, as much with Gaia as you can be.
Um, I make an effort to introduce myself and explain why I'm here and how we've met before, but you don't know about it. And I
You
know
do your
this,
best to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
and how, and I know how this must seem very strange, but tr- but I am genuinely trying to reconnect to you.
You express these things to Gaia. She's a sleeping consciousness and not one easily made conversation with, but your explanation brings about understanding from the way the world works, the way of the earth. And um, as you're there and you say like you don't know her and you're introducing yourself and so on and so forth, um, you sense familiarity. You sense, again, almost like a mother welcoming a child home. You find yourself embraced by the love of the earth. Um, you get no sense here that you're strangers.
Thank you. And I will ask her, I'm a god now. What can I do? I have no domains, but what can I do in your name to help you?
Hmm. You receive a love from this being. Not you've already received your sort of like embrace, your welcoming, but this is more of like a general, all-encompassing love, a love for every blade of grass, every tree to grow, every beast of nature, every creature that walks this earth. You sense a mother's love for all things that live, for gods, for druids. for mortals, for elves, for dwarves, for titans, for monsters, for dark things, terrible things. All things are the children of Gaia. All things are connected to her. And it pains her to see her children suffer. To see some of them locked within the bowels of the earth. To see many of them battle against one another, ripping each other apart and fighting tooth and nail against one another, feuding constantly. You get a sense of sorrow and anger from Gaia that so many of her children suffer at the hands of one another. She would wish to see that suffering ended for all, that all of her children are cared for and loved.
I'll try the best I can.
Yeah. You feel warmth for thanks for this. And in a feeling best described as hearth, which is as if to say that, you know, she is there. She feels your presence always on the earth as you are connected to her and she to you, and you are one of her children who has remembered the old ways, and you have her love. And with that, you find yourself dwelling there for as long as feels comfortable. And then eventually you find your way back up your particular route, representative route here in the heart of Gaia, and sort of ascend back through the soil and the deep oceans and the winds and all things, and return to yourself.
Oh, I look at the setting sun. Just look at it for a little while and just sigh and realize that I should be getting back.
You get back to, yeah.
I turn
Well,
into a
you'd probably have
bird.
to plane shift back, or yeah, you'd probably have to plane shift back, and it's fine. You do.
I'm a god.
Um, you're a god, or you wake up the next morning and do it, whatever. But either way, you yourself will function as like an attunement. Your now celestial blood will be all the attunement all the tuning fork you need to get to Mount Olympus. And as you return, you'll find uh, you know, a dying down revelry, as people are finding their ways back to their rooms and going to rest.
Anybody still awake that I know?
Is there anybody who would wish to stay up late into the evening?
I imagine we're kind of stumbling around, but I don't know if much of what we're saying is intelligible. But
I'd say
I got some
Apollo
listening
is,
ears.
yeah. Apollo's around. He's always around at night. He works very hard in the day and dwells in the night. Um, he probably, I don't know. I guess I wonder what the best metaphor would be. I imagine he probably sleeps in the night, just as Artemis might sleep in the day. So he probably went to bed a little earlier than everybody else, and
He's got to get up
um,
early.
he's got to get up early. He's got to get up early. He's on a schedule. But Silenos and Ouroboros sound like they might be stumbling around a little bit. Everyone else might have gone to rest.
While I come up, do I see my dad anywhere?
Let's see. Or make me, if you're going looking for him, make an investigation check.
I'm not looking necessarily. I'm just seeing, like, is he around here? Like, I feel like talk to him maybe on my own time
Okay,
after the
maybe
party pops.
then just make me a general perception check, just as like a scan,
Okay, hang on.
an uncommitted scan.
Okay, natural 20.
Natural 20. You look pretty keenly around. You find no sign of Pan up on this mountain.
Huh. Surprising and unsurprising. I go meet up with Salanos and Dorboros in what's remains of their sober estates, of their sober
What?
minds.
I'll say Hercules is probably there with you guys. He's been wanting to cut loose a little bit. Um, and yeah, you find your way over to the three amigos.
Good to see you three are still up. Seems like we're at
Hey,
a party.
Lisa. How's it going?
Oh, you've had,
Alicia.
yeah, that's
Hercules
yeah,
is
no,
like,
no,
who the hell are you? Looking like
Hey,
I'm
what?
she's a god.
Puts a finger on his.
She's
Hey.
a god.
Uh,
it's not like me to miss a party.
uh,
Surprised I missed out. You must be Hercules, correct?
uh, yeah, I'm Hercules.
You're
Yeah,
Hercules.
yeah, I'm
you,
Hercules. He's
you.
Ouroboros, and that's
I'm
Salanos.
I'm Ouroboros.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And who the hell
and
are
he's
you?
Salanos.
I'm Salanos, god
He's
of
Salanos.
fellowship,
That's right.
master archer.
He
Just
has
half
not
as
lied. Yep.
He's not the best
Oh,
archer on
just
Olympus,
drop.
but he is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Hercules beat him. Yep. He hit the
True.
sun before he did. Yep.
shame I missed it. I
Oh
missed
yeah,
it.
I shot the sun. You'd have been amazed if you were there.
I was like, I'm sure I would have.
Ouroboros goes off the side and he's doing pull-ups on the bridge.
Oh,
I gotta go to bed.
all right. Well,
Good night,
Hey,
Salanos.
hey,
better bang these
Salino.
out before bed.
Sileno, can you do this?
He does
Hey.
it upside down,
What the f?
Oh, abdominals. Oh, all right.
and then throws up
Okay.
and finds a tree
Oh.
and sleeps
Oh.
in it.
All of you
Another
trim rats
challenge
are
lost.
alike.
My na- Hercules, my name is Alicia. I'm I'm a druid from the lands of Gaia, and I am
Yeah.
now a new god.
Oh yeah. Are you, huh? Yeah.
Is he hitting on me?
I don't know. Are you hitting on me?
That was a question for Ryan.
That is a married
Can
man.
may I roll?
I'm a married. I'm a man. Yeah. How dare you? I'm a married man.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
Coming
make an
over
insight
here
check.
with your wiles and your
15.
feminine beauty and shit.
You think I just? What'd you roll?
15.
15? Yeah, I said on you. It's like you think I'm just. You think I'm just. Yeah. Think I'm like all the other gods, or some new flouncy god shows up with her hair and your body and. Yeah, you think I'm
Tone glutes. Tone glutes.
Tone-
That's one of them.
Oh yeah, real tone glutes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He would know.
Yeah. Well,
I'm-
Boros, you sorry, that's your territory. My bad. Let me just
No, I'm not.
eh,
He's mine.
That was
Oh,
mortal
look.
activities. Mortal activities.
I
I've
like mortal
ascended.
activities.
I
Oh, we've all been down that
I-
rabbit
go-
hole.
I I go up to him, put my hand on his cheek. Is it true you're married?
He like puts his hand on your face and like pushes you away from. It goes like, "Yep,
Whoa! Whoa, man!
All right.
that's right.
Well,
I'm faithful."
I'm sure I'm good for her.
Yeah,
Good for her. No, I'm sure she's missing you now.
yeah, she probably is. Later. What was your yeah? Hello, Boros.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still doing those. Okay.
Oh, hold on. He lands on the thing.
Yeah, he'll just like You're just like, and he'll like, all right, and
That
he'll
was a
just
good one.
like walk away. He's definitely like flexing his back as he walks away. And he'll find his way home.
Back to the missus.
See you, man.
Love you.
Love you, bro.
I help Ouroboros back up off the bridge.
Oh no, he did like a yeah, he like pulled himself up and like flipped himself over onto the bridge.
Very, very impressive. Wait, can you do that drunk?
I don't need
I just did.
to be sober to use my massive strength.
Well, come, well, come on, God of Pain. You need to get to bed.
Oh,
Who are
he's
you?
feeling he's feeling no pain now. He's a
I don't feel
powerless god at the moment.
anything but
Come on.
glory and strength.
Clearly.
Isn't that right, Salinos?
Who is left? Who is long since left?
Hello?
Is it your family's very interesting, Ouroboros.
The sun's going
It's your
down,
family
big
now.
guy.
Huh?
The sun's
Suppose-
going down, big guy.
How long have you been there?
I suppose so. They are. Well, come on. It's my first day as a god. Truly, my first day as a god. It's a bad one. It wouldn't be reflectable on me if I let another god go to sleep in their own vomits. Come on, and I
This
shoo
is
him off
what
to
we
bed.
do. We were greeted this way when we came to Olympus. Of course, I
I'm
didn't see him
of course.
throwing up, but
I'm sure. I just like to say yes. Of course you are. Now come on.
where are we going?
I'm sending him to bed.
You're shepherded off Ouroboros to wherever you're meant to sleep. And then you look at that big iron bar in your closet doorway.
I could get a few more reps in.
All right, just don't sleep in your own vomits, okay?
He goes like
Uh,
sideways and like pulls himself sideways.
Calisthenics. Ugh. Hell yeah. And you guys all find your way to long rest, Ouroboros. You wake up still ripped. Yeah.
Is there no hangover from an ambrosia
No,
drunk?
no, not at all.
Nice.
You wake up feeling like $1,000,000.
That was the best night ever. Look at me. Hey, he's like talking to himself in the mirror right now. He's like, fucking look at me. You see this shit? Yeah, I see you. Then he tries to give himself like his mirror self like a slap of like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
He just
I just find-
immediately like Testia comes in with a new mirror and just like puts it in there for you and like dustpans up all the glass and
I
is
can
like,
I can
"Morning."
clean that up. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Oh, I got it. No, it's fine. I love to do it. It's okay. I just want you to be happy. There we go. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. You got a new mirror. Let me know if you need anything else. Breakfast will be ready in 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
I
goodbye.
love
You
you.
need anything, Ouroboros? I love you too, sweetie. I love you too.
No,
You're looking very strong and masculine today.
really? You think so?
Yeah. Oh, so strong, Ouroboros. We'll see. It will just be breakfast is coming. Don't worry. I know lots of meat. I'm just like Hercules.
Protein? You promise?
I promise. Say okay. Have fun. And she'll
Okay.
close the door.
He like, he's like sitting on the bed, and like it's a big ass bed. And he's like, even though his feet do touch the ground, he's just like paddling his little feet
Oh my god. Oh man. Okay. You wake up. It is a another day on Olympus. Another day, another day. Another day on Olympus. At which, as you step out and, eat, whatever, join the day, you will see that the mountain looks much more populated today. There's a lot more. The gods seemingly have returned back to their place up here, up top. And everyone looks like they're just kind of maybe resting on their laurels a little bit. People are chilling and like who would be around? Like Dionysus is sitting on some rock somewhere doing some sunbathing. Some of the lesser gods are here and there. There's music and whatnot, and it feels very, very peaceful. Like everyone thinks the war's already over. Um, everyone's already like
Um,
celebrating, taking some time off.
is it the next morning?
It is indeed the next morning.
I'm going to join up with everyone else, I guess, and ask them, so, what now?
Well, now we just wait to get a tip on where Kronos is. I reckon. I'm sure
Well-
Katara has been digging deeply into where he could be.
Kronos is in like Tower of the Oniri, the dream gods, just like doing some crazy witch shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what about the other one they were all fighting in the underworld? The Titan of Death, I believe?
I mean, everybody's back. I mean, it seems like they won.
Well, let's find Athena and get the situational story about how that rolled out. Because if someone was in charge of that particular outing, she was at the top of the planning cycle.
Yeah. And I'm sure we can ask her about strategy moving forward.
I had a thought last night while you all were drinking and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Kronos's ability with time is learned. It's not innate.
Indeed.
Does that would imply that it could be forgotten?
Indeed it could. I don't know how the memory of a Titan works.
How would...
Nor do I know how the river Lithi? I probably pronounced it wrong. The river of memory and its waters work.
What are you getting at?
Can we poison him and make him forget?
Possibly. I mean, I'm not really sure what the river of memory is or how it affects beings, let alone beings of our caliber or higher. But
Well, perhaps we should discuss it with Hades.
yeah,
It is his domain.
we could also hit up Katara.
Reed, That was my first thing, but she's not here tonight, so I don't want to ask her.
I just want Ryan to roleplay her.
Well, I would, but I have some things I have to do. So I'll see you all sometime.
Fucking full on like
Like the grudge just floats away on the edge of her feet.
the fucking nun.
Yeah.
The tips of the toes just dragging in the dirt behind her.
Yeah.
It's like
I must
They
go
just
have tea
levitating
with
everywhere.
Mother. Yes. We were going to sacrifice birds and play with their innards.
Yeah, don't do it on this side of Olympus, because that's where Hera's house is.
Oh,
Go to the other
of course
side.
not. I wouldn't do that unless it was absolutely necessary.
Like he'll like whisper
Yeah,
to the
that's-
group. He'll just be like, you know, every time I talk to her, I want to ask her if she's okay. But the weird thing is, I know she's always gonna say yes.
I'm fine.
God.
I'm just as good as I was yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and all the days that followed before.
Including the day that your mom threw you off the shelf and into the water.
Oh, look at that. I'm running late.
Bye.
She goes, yes, exactly. Goodbye. And just leave.
Oh man,
You have to learn not to engage.
that's what I
Otherwise, you
do.
just-
I
Otherwise,
engage.
otherwise, you just keep getting creepy.
You guys talk about this disengage bullshit. This does not belong at the beginning of that word. It doesn't.
So you need to be engaged, is what you're saying.
Just like bonus action. The fuck is that? Just take another action. Jesus Christ.
As they're talking, Ryan, I look around, do I see either my father or Valerie around?
Are you actively seeking them, or are you just doing like a cursory glance?
Cursory glance.
Okay, maybe perception check, see if they're about.
28.
I think it is. I'll say yes to Valerie, but no sign of.
No sign of Pan. Okay, I'll continue talking with the rest of the group, and when we decide something, I'll just do it then.
Hestia comes out with breakfast, and it's like, you know, it was special breakfast for everybody. But the one thing they have in common is that like in like ketchup or some kind of like condiment, it's like, um, it says like, welcome home, like you're the best. Love Hestia, big smiley face on like each one. It's either in like it's in like butter, like on a pancake, or like something. Like you just got like little like you did it, you defeated a Titan, smiley face, just like little victory notes on all of your plates.
I feel like this doesn't get done enough. So as soon as I see that, I'm gonna look at the pancake with the smiley face.
And a big
I'm gonna
steak
look
beside
at
it, of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Hestia and look back at the pancake. I'm just gonna stand up and go over to Hestia and give her a hug.
She goes, oh, that you know, that's the problem. You guys just haven't had enough time at home. You just need we need to find you guys somewhere where you can stay. And just like need some downtime, need some rest, need some time to feel good.
You're right.
And Ouroboros was just saying this morning, he desperately needs to be engaged. You know anybody who's available?
Oh my
I,
goodness.
I
Oh my goodness. Yes, of course. Let me get back to you. I'm gonna go talk to some people. Figure what the word is. See it's available. See
he
if
like
Zeus
tries
is
to cut in
getting.
like
Yeah,
several times, but she every time she says something, it
it's
just
going.
yeah.
It's going. I'm so okay. I will be. I. If everybody has everything, I will catch you all later. Have a
Thank you so
wonderful,
much.
wonderful. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. Off you. Okay.
But
Goodbye.
but
And she does like a hurried like one of those, and she starts heading up the mountain.
You're welcome.
why would you do that to me?
Because it was funny.
Game respects game. All right. Oh, you just reminded me though. I do want to talk to my dad today. See if we can't change some things around.
You enjoy your father-son time then.
Yeah. Indeed.
I'm gonna look for anything that's not nailed down.
Okay, you find plenty of stuff. um, you find plenty of stuff. Is there anything in particular like
No,
that you're
no,
looking for?
not not
Just like
not not really.
got it. Just a take, just for you.
It's it's kind of Kender-esque. You know, you know.
Got it.
I want to take it from you and put it in Hercules' house, or take it from
Ah,
here and put it over there.
Ah.
It's very much the Deadpool. I don't create shit. I just disturb it.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you go around with her. You're like picking up a drink and you like pocket something and you just like move on with your life and just like see what's
God
you're
level
there. You find
klepto.
like yeah, like basically a godlet just like dude, just like putting stuff in your pockets and not even really looking around to see if anyone notices. Just doing your thing. And we'll get back to that at some point. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to grab or just anything
I
and everything?
I'm anything. I'm just looking to disturb people's day.
Got it. Okay. And that will be easily done. You go wandering around Olympus finding little things here and there to put here and there. Um, okay, cool. What is anybody else up to? It sounded like there was some desire to go talk to Athena, or and you want to go talk to Zeus? Maybe it's like everybody does like a little morning meeting and then meets up with Athena. What's the plan?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
that
good. I
sounds
think
good.
Yeah.
we should all meet up with Athena.
Okay, cool. So
And
you guys want to go there right now, or do you want to like go do some stuff and then go meet Athena?
yeah, do some stuff, then meet Athena. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Who'd like to go first?
I'll make two things off the top of my head. I'm gonna ask Yossi to send a sending to my father, Pan.
Sure.
He and I
Thank you.
need to have a talk soon. Tell him to meet me outside of his. Does he have a temple here on Olympus?
He does.
I'll meet him at his temple. We need to speak.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey there. Your daughter needs to talk to you urgently. Please avail yourself. as soon as possible at your temple on Olympus.
Okay. You get a message back. Okay, uh, I'll, uh, I'll be at a chair, just taking care of something right now, but as soon as I can, as soon as I can.
And I will look
No.
straight at Alicia and say, said he'd meet you there as soon as he gets done, having relations with the
Okay.
women that he's with.
Thank you.
Do you need more
Don't.
detail?
No
I can get you
details.
some
No
more.
details. Thank you. That's
I
all I
can
need.
I can do a
No,
viewing
no,
for
no,
you.
Kiyasi, that is enough.
No.
Thank you very much. I walk off.
I can give you a position there.
Oh my
I go over and I say hi to Valerie real fast before heading off to Pan's temple.
Like hi, just like hi.
Hey,
Yeah, Pan's temple.
uh,
Or you want to? Okay.
I wanted to sit down and talk with her for a sec.
Sure.
I know we haven't talked specifically since yesterday, but I want to speak with you before you leave off the mountain.
Okay.
Off the mountain when you get a chance.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
When we can talk privately.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you want. I don't have a ton of friends on the mountain, so whenever you, yeah, whenever.
Thank you. I give her a hug and I slip her another one of Hesia's morning treats. They're very good. Keep eating them.
She she's all glum and whatever, but she puts it back, and then as you hear she starts paddling her feet a little as she sits there and she chews her muffin. You leave her with her muffin.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and I head off to Pan's temple to talk to Dad a little bit about some stuff.
All right, we'll see if Dad is around.
Does anyone else want to do something first?
Yeah. So yeah, who else? Who else? Who we want to hit up? Ouroboros, you want to talk to Daddy-O?
Yeah.
Okay. You head up to the very top of the mountain, where the throne room is pretty much empty, save Zeus and his four companions. And they're all in conversation, talking as if he's holding council. And he sees you come in, and he will quiet them and sort of wave a hand, and they'll all sort of bow and disappear. And then it's just you and he up in the throne room, and he says, Ouroboros, trust you had a fun night. Sounds like you and Hercules had much to celebrate.
We did, Father. It was a night to be remembered.
Good. Well, what is it that I could do for you?
Amidst some of the discussion from the demi-thoughts and other members, I thought it would be in our best interest for me to talk to you about the alliance and the terms of said alliance.
Okay.
Now, the druids, they have shown great candor and vigor towards protecting both Greece and Gaia. And from our experiences in the future, I know that their goals are much in line with ours.
Mhm.
And I believe with there now being a god druid, or whatever we mean to call her, that it would only make sense that the previous terms that a god cannot cross into Gaia and the druid henceforth.
I see what you're getting at, so let us save you some time. I'd be more than willing to change the terms of our deal so long as any god is allowed within the lands of Gaia. You want your Alicia soon to be able to see her people again? I'm more than happy to allow that to be. But it must be more than just she.
Well, that is the, I don't quite know the word, but that is the amendment that I propose. You
And why
see,
would you propose for me to be throwing away a political bargaining chip with yours?
because
Because
it doesn't benefit us or them to keep someone away from their home.
but I disagree. She drank of the ambrosia. This is her home now. This is the realm of the gods, and she is a god. The people have not wanted us on their lands, and she has decided to become one of us. I don't know exactly what happened in the future, but she is what she is. And if she wants a place on this mountain, she wants a place as an ally within us, she must abide by the terms of the gods in our deals and our laws. Cosmos are a delicate thing, and every person is a bargaining chip. Everything has a purpose, and Alicia has presented me with an opportunity. The druids will want her back, surely. She will want to go back to the druids, surely. Why would I allow such an opportunity to pass me by when I
If I
can
may
use her?
ask,
Go ahead.
I see your logic, Father.
Hmm.
If I may ask, what is the significance to travel to the plains of Gaia?
Allow me to explain something to you all at once.
Please.
Gaia has often been our greatest enemy on Mount Olympus. It was she who set the gigantomachy upon us. She was angered for our imprisonment of the Titans when we succeeded. She ensured my safety. She ensured my rise to power. She secured my first bride. She ensured that I could battle Kronos, and for 1,000 years she aided us against the Titans. And once the Titans were felled and we imprisoned them in Tartarus and divided the cosmos, she sent the giants upon us in anger for our treatment of the Titans. And then when we slew the giants, she sent Typhon on us. I buried him under Mount. I, the only reason why Gaia has stopped producing monstrosities and beasts and creatures to try and usurp what I have fought for hundreds of years is because I allowed many of these druids to flee. I could have killed them all, but I allowed them to escape so that there could finally be peace. In a way, Gaia has been our greatest threat. And if there are those who have the power to awaken her, there are those who truck with her in loyalty. I would wish to know this potential enemy. You may tell who you wish of this. Anyone who knows the history of the gods would know this also. We can combine point one and point two. Elysia is a tool that I intend to bargain with. You may take that to the druids, if you wish.
I do not. But what say if Kronos hides in the lands of Gaia?
Then I would say the deal is off with the druids, wouldn't you? If they are harboring them in their lands. When you say that they are indeed our enemies.
If they were harboring Kronos. But what is a druid to do against the might of Kronos? I merely would like there to be some stipulation where if the Titans rise yet again, wherever they fall, they will face not only our wrath, but the Druids' wrath as well. Gaia's wrath. If Gaia sides with us.
Gaia has no wrath for the Titans or wolves. Perhaps the druids. But you will notice, perhaps, that the druids have been entirely unaffected by the Titans. Not until at least they came to our lands. They have had sanctuary from this war. If I find out that they have been harboring the Titans, I would raise their lands to fire and ash.
That is not at all different from how I saw the plains of Gaia in the future.
Then it would be good to know that they are indeed our allies. So go to them. If your loyalties lie with the gods, then indeed go to them. And do what you must to ensure Alicia can go home. But I will not release her to the lands of Gaia, not without the gods being able to see within their lands. Frame that how you will. A visitor.
What was
If
that
you
last
do
part?
this, he says, frame that how you will, a visitor
Oh.
perhaps. He says, and in turn, Ouroboros, I will reward you. You can convince the druids of this. I'll do more. I'll grant Alicia domains. I will make her acknowledged amongst the gods, Giasi as well. And if you wish for reward for yourself, we might speak of the changing of your domain to something that you prefer. And I'd also allow you to pick a wife from the goddesses and nymphs and creatures of the land.
Have you and Hestia been talking?
Words gone. That you're single and ready to mate is how she put it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. I rewarded Hercules with his wife when he ascended to godhood. It need not be very different for you.
As always, Father, you've given me a lot to think about. I do merely ask that my allegiance to Olympus not be brought into question.
You are right. You have been loyal and steadfast. I do not mean to dishonor you.
Very well, Father. I will bring this proposition to the Druids, and we will see if some amendments can be made.
Very well. And yeah, you can go to the Druids and make some political moves. Maybe try and impress Father with your political tact. Who knows? Um, why don't we, as we're going to be around that time, why don't we go ahead and take a break? Welcome, Katara. Good to see ya. Yeah, we'll get back and we'll talk to it.